Do you know what ageism is? The UN describes it as prejudice towards the elderly. It's discriminating against age and those who are aged because of their age and what age brings. I'm going to focus on one aspect of this discrimination, something that most of us may be guilty of, and we know within our hearts that we are. And that is moving out of the family home, letting our aged parents or grandparents live alone, and when they can't do that, putting them into care homes, nursing homes, old folks homes, care homes, assisted living, and hospice care. These facilities have slightly varying functions, but they have one thing in common. They relieve us of the responsibility of caring for our parents. At home, with us. Why? So that our enjoyment isn't hampered, and so that we can live our lives free and unconstrained. For the young, the elderly are a burden, who require a lot of time and energy, who can't keep up with their lifestyle, and who get in the way of how the younger generations live. But just think for a moment. Just as our parents are in the most fragile state, fragile physically and perhaps mentally, we distance ourselves from them, get our own homes, leave them in their homes, and when they can't live alone any longer, we confine them to a care home. In that care home, they will suffer from isolation, loneliness, boredom, but we explain that away. Oh, a care home is better for them. They get more professional care. It's a dedicated atmosphere for the elderly. We got lots of other reasons as well. Like they may have robots to ease their loneliness. Let me ask you a question. Who will give them love? The same people who gave birth to us, who raised us and sacrificed for us, who spent their lives working to feed, house, and educate us. We dispose of them and let them become market commodities. That's right, commodities, because care homes are big, big business. Is that how we repay our mother or grandfather? Or instead, should we look to the traditional, multi-generational household where we don't move out of the family home to our own place, but we live with parents and grandparents who help with child care and homework, who teach us a thing or two about parenting, and who share the wisdom they have learned. Wisdom that hopefully includes guidance on self-realization. That's how it was in the past, for millennia. Elders were never left alone or even considered objects of specialized care. They were just part of our lives. UK Care Minister David Mowat said, quote, "No one ever questions that we look after our children. No one says that's a caring responsibility. It is what we do." Some of that logic will have to impinge on the way we think about caring for our parents. What do you think? It requires a different mindset, and it may also require rethinking and restructuring our lives. A less selfish restructuring, a grateful and responsible restructuring. You love your parents and they love you, so keep them in an environment where that dynamic of love is flowing 24 hours a day until their dying day. Keep them in an environment where they're surrounded not by carers, not by care robots, but by their family. Think well, because one day, old age will happen to you.